Now I would like to talk to you a little bit about Amy Sanchez. She's 15. A couple of Sundays ago, she got up early, 5 o'clock in the morning, to do her homework. But before she was able to crack a book, she was struck by a stray bullet that ricocheted through her family's apartment window, hitting her in the hand. So instead of finishing her homework, there she was being rushed to the hospital like so many other innocent children, just trying to do the right thing. Now you could say, poor kid caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, but she was doing her homework at home. And it was Sunday, a day of worship for many of us, but not for that one gunman. I take the news about Amy Sanchez especially hard, not only because I'm a proud parent of a 14-year-old girl and a son, 10. It's because I am the president of Local 237 Teamsters. I represent 9,000 employees who work in that development, NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority, where it has become one of the most dangerous places on the face of the earth. In New York City, there are a lot of shootings that occur in those developments. 30% of my members also live in public housing. And also, I represent the New York City Police Department school safety agents, where the crime in the schools have become so unbearable, children are arrested almost on a daily basis for carrying weapons in schools. I fear for my members' lives. I fear for the children's lives. Is there any wonder, with gun violence in NYCHA developments increased by 28% since last year, it's not hard for us to understand why workers are afraid to paint the hallways or elderly women are afraid to go to the store to buy a container of milk. And my concern about gun violence doesn't end there. My union also represents members in the New York City public hospitals. And I have to say, I'm getting this award, and I feel that I'm getting it prematurely. I don't feel I should get this award for something I've done. I think there should be more that I could do in the future. So I'm going to accept this award, and I'm going to make a pledge to you. I'm going to raise money from the business communities, and if anybody wants to contribute, I want to have my members turn in people who are carrying weapons in schools and also in the public housing developments, and I want to try to give them dinners for two at a nice restaurant. And perhaps we can inspire a city, then a nation, to do the same, and we could reward people who do the right things. We can inspire a movement of people helping people, because that statistic of 18 Congresspeople out of 535 is deplorable. It's deplorable that we have a presidential debate that not one time mentioned gun violence, when you have both parties there. I don't believe the NRA is bigger than two parties. If both parties stand up and say, you know what, we're going to push back, we're not going to accept any money from the NRA, we're going to do the right things for its citizens, I think this country would be in a better place. So I believe supporting organizations like this one and doing more for ourselves and not depending on government to come to our rescue, we'd be better off.